It's a misconception that we don't have private healthcare options here. We don't have the big fancy corporate hospital private healthcare options here. Yes, I don't have an Apollo or a Medanta or something like that. But there is private healthcare in Jammu and Kashmir. It is actually more vibrant than perhaps other parts of the country. It is small. It is generic. It is indigenous, and it is easily accessible, and it's cheaper. So no, I'm not one for chasing these big hospitals because I know what happens to patients in some of these hospitals. They go in complaining of a headache, and unless they get their feet X-rayed, the hospital is not satisfied with the treatment meted out to them. So if somebody wants to come and set up a private hospital, by all means come. But I'm not one of those who's going to go out looking for them because I want to show a big name. I'm much happier, A, improving the infrastructure in government hospitals so that people don't have to look for big private hospitals. I'm much happier ensuring that AIMS Jammu and AIMS Kashmir are able to function, that our government medical college hospitals are strengthened. And that is what this budget was about. If somebody wants to come and set up a big private hospital, by all means, wherever the government can help you, we will. But I'm not going and knocking on their doors and trying to bring them.
Good afternoon, sir. Pradeep Datta from NDTV. I've got two questions. One, that tomorrow you'll be meeting Home Minister. What are the three important things that you will be asking and discussing with Home Minister when you'll be meeting? And the second question is...
Okay, let me answer your first question first. If I had to ask the Honorable Home Minister something through you, then I wouldn't need to meet him tomorrow. I would just tell you and you could convey it to him. And therefore, I think proprietary demands that anything I have to say to the Honorable Home Minister, I say to him directly. And then if it's something I can share with you, I'll share with you after that. But I most certainly will not be telling you beforehand what I'm going to tell him, because I don't think that's the correct way of doing it. Now your second question.
You had pointed towards, yesterday you had pointed towards the contradiction.
Yesterday
while you were addressing inside the assembly, you said, I'm not talking about this particular question, I'm talking about something else. Because you said that the government of India is saying that no local youth is joining terror ranks. You said if that is the reality, that there had been the white-collar terrorists who had been responsible for the Delhi blast. So now my question to you is, whom you blame for that white-collar terrorism that led to the radicalization of these doctors, that led to the Delhi blast? You think it has been the alienation, or
when the subject of the press conference is not post-budget press conference, I'll be more than happy to discuss all these things with you. I think there's hardly an event that I do where most of you do not come, and then I end up stopping and talking to you. But I'm not going to suck the oxygen out of this press conference by making it about India, Pakistan, or terror, or anything else, because this is not the purpose. Your channels couldn't care less about the budget.
It's not about channels.
You want to drag me into a subject that I'm not going to get dragged into. Therefore, please leave it. Anything that I have to say on this matter, I'll do it, but not in this press conference.
Thanks for not answering. But yes, we always believe that our Chief Minister is capable and competent of answering any question. That's one of the reasons we take certain liberty. Sir, no, that we just...
You can take as many liberties as you like. I have always said that you have every right to ask any question you want. It is my right to decide whether I want to answer it or not. And in this case, I've chosen not to answer it.
Lady in the center.
So, this is Himani Kandhari from JK News Today. Do you have any special plan to make Jammu Kashmir self-reliant, and what are those?
If you're asking me, do I have a magic wand that I can wave to make Jammu and Kashmir self-reliant, then the honest answer to that is no. That said, if you look at last year's budget and this year's budget, we are working to improve Jammu and Kashmir's economic standing. And there is no one particular thing that you can do for it. It touches across all sectors. It touches both your expenditure as well as your income. It takes targeted interventions for it. And these budgets have all been directed towards that. But there isn't one specific thing I can tell you, other than the fact that at some point, whether in the life of this government or in the life of a future government. I would like and I hope that all of us get to see a Jammu and Kashmir where you're not dependent on the center for more than is your due share. I mean, one of the points that was raised was that our income is only so much, and therefore you forget that other than what we earn, there is also what is automatically due to us. That is our right. So as long as that is enough to sustain us, that's what we should aim for. But I don't have a particular point that I could tell you that we would be implementing.
So there is a problem we see here in J&K that silent migration is happening. What do you want to say on this? Like our students, our young youth are going outside for studies, for jobs.
I mean, movement of people is never a bad thing. Movement of people, I mean, I don't think we should closet ourselves or live in silos. If our students go out and study and come back, I don't think it's a bad thing. I would be sort of disturbed if our investment was moving out, if productive assets were relocating from here. But if somebody wants to go out, improve themselves, study, come back, do something here, I don't think it's a bad thing per se. And it's happening all across the country.
But they are not coming back.
I mean, you forget, a lot of people come here to study. Look at, I mean, all your universities, and I'm not just talking about the IIT, IIM, or Sri Mata Vaishno Devi. Look at your SCOST Kashmir, SCOST Jammu. See how many students there are from outside of J&K studying there. Go to Kashmir University, Jammu University. See how many students from outside J&K are studying there. So there's this churning of people. I don't believe it's a bad thing.
Thank you, sir.
I request once again, please have one question at a time. Please. Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Shruti representing Greater Kashmir. Sir, I have two questions.
You will have to be a little louder.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Shruti representing Greater Kashmir. I have two questions. One related to budget, like you have announced 6 free gas cylinders. So my
Somebody gets it for free. How we fund it, how we make it available, that is of no concern to you or for that matter to the person who's getting it. Their only concern is have they got a cylinder and have they had to pay for it. So please leave that to us as to how we will do it. All I will tell you is that we won't transfer this burden on to anybody else. I won't be making you or anybody sitting here pay for those cylinders. That you rest assured. I'm not going to raise your prices so that somebody's cylinder is paid for. Don't worry.
So secondly, during your after taking over as the chief minister, during one of your maiden interactions with the news agency, national news agency, you had stated that in case we don't get statehood very soon, which I hope we are not going to get very soon, then I have a plan B. So my question is whether what is your plan B, and if you don't want to disclose it, whether it is under implementation right now.
Well, one, what does this have to do with the budget? And two, what channel do you have that I don't have, that you have decided that we're not going to get statehood and therefore my plan B becomes of...
जम्मू एचईवीज प्राइवेट लिमिटेड अब लेकर आए हैं सुकैम लिथियम बैटरी इन्वर्टर्स की नई रेंज, जिसमें स्मॉल साइज में आपको मिलेगी ई रिक्शा की सिंगल बैटरी, 1250 वॉट का इन्वर्टर, 2500 वॉट के इन्वर्टर्स, 5 किलोवाट के इन्वर्टर्स, जिस पर आप चला सकेंगे 1.5 टन के 3 एसी, जबकि 11 किलोवाट के इन्वर्टर्स पर आप चला पाएंगे एक साथ 6 एसी। सुकैम आपको 100 किलोवाट तक लिथियम इन्वर्टर्स उपलब्ध करवाएगा। इसके साथ ही सोलर सिस्टम में भी सुकैम लेकर आया है 3 किलोवाट से लेकर 100 किलोवाट की लिथियम हाइब्रिड इन्वर्टर्स। तो देर किस बात की, आज ही आएँ। हमारा पता है जम्मू एचईवीज प्राइवेट लिमिटेड, प्लॉट नंबर 37, यार्ड नंबर 6, ट्रांसपोर्ट नगर जम्मू। मोबाइल नंबर 9070770000, 9906068883। जम्मू कश्मीर की खबरों के लिए जुड़े रहिए जीके अपडेट के साथ।